guys, welcome to Reseller News. My name is Rich Pasini, and for those who are new to my YouTube channel, I do sneak peek videos, demo videos, and intro videos, and this one here is basically the Reseller News, dealing with e-commerce and what's going on with eBay, Etsy, Amazon, and so forth. I do these Reseller News on occasion, and I put out the information out there for you, potential YouTube viewers, and resellers as well. If you're interested in information, you want to read it, I usually give you the sites where I get the information from, so you could do follow-up on it. So let's get started, and we'll take it from there. I'm going to bump out of the screen right here, and I'm going to go to the first screen here. It's going to be right over here. I'm sorry, guys. Bear with me 1 second. There we go. Okay, I'm going to have to put my glasses on this one for here. Over here, it's this here is from e-commerce bytes. As a matter of fact, if you look along the top here, you're going to see a whole bunch of windows here. And for those who are new, who do follow me, and for the present ones and the past YouTube followers, you know that when I do the Reseller News, I don't read everything verbatim. I just go over certain topics, and I want to share the information with you guys, and hopefully you'll get something out of it. This here is from Sunday, December 17th. This is all new stuff. There might be one, I think, on some of the Reseller News on actually from e-commerce bytes that might be from December 15th as well. But it is for this month, and it is new for this year. Sometimes I do reflect back on the older stuff. Like I said, sometimes old news can be good news as well, as long as you're getting something out of it. But anyway, without further ado, let's get started. Over here, it says over here, Annual Online Marketplace Awards nominations now open. And this goes on here. It says you heard of People's Choice Awards. E-commerce has the annual Seller's Choice Awards. Now it's in its ninth year, where sellers have the opportunity to rank and rate the online marketplaces on which they sell. I would like to, rank eBay's selling platform. It's been pretty up and down for me, and I'm sure it's been for a lot of other people as well. If you guys want to look into this here, here's the link for the survey, and you could fill it out if you choose to do so. But that's what we got going on with that there. I've filled out a number of surveys on eBay, and for eBay and their customer service and so on and so forth. So I kind of do work with them whenever there is a survey that I feel is necessary. I will set up with that there, take care of it with them. Next one over here, victim of eBay privacy breach speaks out. It says over here, we reached out to an eBay user who had left a product review for an HIV medical test kit on eBay to see if he was aware of this real name was published in a review on Google shopping product page for that item. If you read the whole story, it goes on and on here. It says over his wife Alex responded on a Sunday and told us that she was flabbergasted to learn her husband's name appeared next to the review for the HIV diagnostic kit. Well, I don't know who's doing the reviews there now. If the person, I know when you buy stuff off of eBay, if you're buying an item, you can leave a review. I don't know in this case if this person had did it, or somebody, maybe a friend or whatever. I don't know the whole story, but I do leave reviews. I don't know if you guys do. I leave reviews on certain products I buy from other sellers occasionally, which is not really much. If you really look at the reviews I post on there, it's basically for toner cartridge and ink cartridges. I am not a big buyer of eBay, to be honest with you. But you could read the rest of this story here. And a lot of this information, matter of fact, all these stories that I'm going to be just briefly discussing, I'm not going to go too long into this with this Reseller News. You can get all that information off the e-commerce bytes and follow up on the stories as well. I'm going to over here again. This is Etsy CEO says that vintage is a priority. It says over here, Etsy is best known as a marketplace for unique handmade and handcrafted goods, and for years sellers of vintage items have accused the company of neglecting vintage items, including marketing campaigns. I don't know if you guys sell. I don't know if you guys do sell on Etsy or not. I'm thinking of it. I know I said this in my previous videos that I would like to try selling stuff on there to see how it goes. never really got into Etsy. There are some resellers that do use it, and I'd like to check it out one day, check out that platform and see what it's all about, see if I get hits with it. Right now, I am working with, I am selling also on Bonanza, but it's nothing to write home about, folks, as far as with Bonanza, but that's a whole nother story. Anyway, you could check this story out here if you'd like to check it out, read into it, do follow up more on it, you could read it. Again, you can get all this information I'm going to talk to you about is off of e-commerce bites. Moving on. Here it says, reader disappointed by eBay daily deals purchase. And the person is writing to Ina. Dear Ina, over the past few months, I have run into quite a few issues with purchasing from eBay daily deals sellers. Notably, the past 3 out of 4 transactions, 2 of the transactions were canceled by eBay within 1 day of purchasing. However, the money was not refunded, and because the item was canceled, I cannot leave a feedback. You know what? With the daily deal things, I don't know, you guys deal with that. I don't really deal with the daily deals. I'm sure you might get something out of it, but this is what I like about the e-commerce bites with Ina Steiner on her website. These are things that if we're not aware of, folks, and we don't follow up or pay attention to it, sometimes lack of knowledge is very bad in some cases, and as they do say, knowledge is power, so is information. It could hurt you in the long run. Now I feel bad for this person here because now they can't, they want to, the item was canceled according here. It says, however, the money was not refunded, and because the item was canceled, I cannot leave a feedback. That's not fair to the buyer, in a case like this here, where the item's been refunded, has been canceled, and the person can't leave a feedback. That's what I'm trying to say. These are things that, if you're not aware of it, they go sight unseen. So you really might want to, check into these things. And you could read this story here to read up on the rest of this here. I don't get, like I said again, I don't read these verbatim because we'll be here all day. If you look at all the icons on top of here, those are the windows I want to discuss. But I want to do it briefly, I don't want to get too into it. Here's another one over here. Amazon. This pertains to Amazon. Tempts procrastinators by extending Christmas shipping deadline. So apparently this is old news because it says Amazon extended its free shipping deadline to Saturday, December 16th. Again, all right, this is old. While members of the Prime program continue to have fast and free shipping options through December 24th. I am not a Prime member. I don't even sell on Amazon. I've sold maybe 2 or 3 items on there. I'm thinking about it. I'm not interested in their Prime services and stuff like that. I just want to just do a basic selling. I'm not interested in all the bells and whistles with their different programs they have. So, but again, this is what's been going on with Amazon as far as the deadline changed, and you can read more on this story here. Okay, and they got the holiday shipping cheat sheet here, and again, you could read all about this as well. Next one going on, eBay to turn off tool that helps sellers with browser security compliances. It says eBay told sellers it will turn off the tool that helps them determine if their listings are compliant with its browser security requirements. eBay cuts off descriptions in the listings that are not compliant with this new HTTPS security requirement. eBay made the announcement on a UK seller announcement board, and it may apply to all country sites. Sellers will no longer be able to use the iWays tool as of December 31st. I had to use the iWays tool to accommodate my HTTP problems, and it does help out. If you never used it, you could still I believe you could still download it. But again, as you can see here, do it before December 31st. If you have non-compliant issues with your listings, you might want to take care of that as well. Moving along, it says over here, eBay CEO Devin Winnick turns to Facebook to give thanks. Well, we all know where this is going with this fine gentleman here. He's the eBay CEO Devin Winnick. Wrote a series of posts on Facebook to thank eBay customers, employees, the charities, communities, and sellers and merchants and media and so on and so forth. He wished them all happy holidays and told them to be expecting big things from eBay in the new year. I can only imagine what that's going to be like. I hope it's something good for us sellers and buyers. So we'll see how that goes on. Again, you could read some more of that, a little more on that there if you go to this website. Here we have over here Amazon releases UK Trends Report. Amazon released its annual UK Trends Report this week, recapping some of its initiatives in 2017. It also reveals some best-selling products in a wide range of categories, bringing home just how diverse its offerings have become, from its video content to its new find and fashion label, as well as its hardware and dash buttons. And again, that's relating to Amazon with the UK information there about trends reports. Here's Etsy to offer 24/7 phone support next year. Oh, that's nice. Okay, and this was posted December 14, 2017, as you can see here. The Etsy CEO Josh Silverman said that the company has been investing in customer service and announced it has just expanded the phone support hours. For years, users have urged the marketplace to provide the phone support, especially in cases involving payments and disbursements, as well as to enable sellers to report cases of glitches and fraud. So that's a good thing going on for the Etsy people that do sell on Etsy. Maybe I'll be one of them soon. Over here, again, another one. Etsy turns to Google to host its infrastructure. Getting a lot of Etsy news here, huh? Etsy announced it will use Google Cloud Platform to power its marketplace. Etsy CEO Josh Silverman has been making big moves to streamline the business since he took over from Chad Dickinson in May. I believe, folks, I'm not sure. I think Etsy's in New York. I believe it is, unless I'm thinking of another company, but I'm quite sure they're in New York. I could be wrong, though. But again, if you want to read the story, you could, again, go to e-commerce bites and you could read the rest of the story. Here they have e-commerce bites as classifieds. You could try to run a free ad. This here, I just wanted to show you guys. This is Wild and Crazy Products. I don't know if you clicked. I don't think you can click it on. It's not an active hyperlink here, but it just talks a little about stuff. You can click on over here and see what they do have, what is available. I don't think these are for free, but you have to register over here. Register for auction bites. I think I said this in my other videos that in order to use it, I think you got to register with them as well. But check it out. I think I have another one up here for another classifieds will be coming up probably. Okay, and this might be it. Yeah, this is the Vintage Vault. You can check this out. I think I was born a picker, and it says I'm compelled to root around in thrift stores, musty cellars, attics, yard sales, the dump and general stores, and garages in hopes to find a little piece of history. This here, again, this is the Vintage Vault. It's all in e-commerce bites classifieds. You could check into this here. You might want to look into this, folks. Like they got over here, photos, electronics. Now, these are ones that are listed here, okay? And it tells you the company, the contact name. This kind of it reminds me of sort of like Craigslist, kind of, e-commerce classifieds. It kind of reminds of Craigslist there, although you can see right up here I do use Craigslist occasionally to advertise the name. I don't really do much selling on Craigslist. But anyway, moving right along, this is the e-commerce EKG, user generated. Okay, now these are people, now I'm not going to read all these here, but these are people that have, went to this site here and just to report an issue that they had. This is an eBay issue here, as you can see. Unable to add make offer button to either active or new relist bin items. And then it talks about this here, you experiencing this issue. And then you could see what the people had, what they're talking about. This one here is for Indicia. Indicia is failing to get the account status, causing printing of labels to fail. Its website experiencing denial or service attacks. And it goes on and on. You know what I've been having, folks? I think I told you guys the last time in one of my videos that do you ever check, I don't know if you noticed it, but if you check your views on your eBay listings, sometimes the views disappear. And if you don't believe me, you could check it out by going to Google, do a Google search on it. Just type in there eBay views not showing up or disappearing, and you'll see all the hits on there, people experiencing it. And as a matter of fact, it's even posted on the eBay community chat board. So you'll see what I'm talking about. I've had that happen 3 times already. And I think I did it in one of my videos. I mentioned that they talked about. So keep an eye out there, folks. Check on it. But it's funny. It disappears, and then later on, they mysteriously reappear again. I can't figure out. It's definitely a glitch in eBay's algorithm. There's something going on with them, but it's happened 3 times already, and who knows how many more times it will happen. But it has happened. If you look at the eBay community board, it has happened in 2015, 16, and 17. So this glitch is pretty common with them. Okay, so let's see here. We did this one here. Let's go to this one. How to remove product reviews on eBay. They talk about this here. It says concerned about the privacy breach involving eBay product reviews. A reader asked if it was possible to delete reviews they had previously left. I'm surprised more readers are not up in arms over this egregious breach of privacy. I'm currently on hold with eBay and have been having transferred 4 times. Employees having a hard time figuring out what the department handles this kind, how what the department handles this kind of issues. You know something, folks? That is kind of a problem with them. And I'm not putting eBay down. You know, it is a big company, you know, and there are certain employees over there that when you call up customer service, you're going to get different stories from different people. I've had that happen already, where I called up and one customer service rep said you could do this, that, and the other thing, and another person said you can't do that. So sometimes the information you're getting from eBay representatives over there is not always 100%. I found that for myself, okay? Not knocking them. It's like maybe they weren't up on things. Maybe they didn't, you know, they weren't breached on certain things, you know. Who knows? I don't know, but I've experienced it a couple times where I'm getting different stories from different representatives over there when it came to certain issues I had with eBay. But over here, it says over here, since we couldn't find a help page on eBay to provide the answer, we're publishing it, the instructions to the reader provided after they figured it out. And then you would go over here, and then you would follow to see it through. But I had issues like that with eBay, and it's kind of frustrating at times, you know. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens in the new year as far as like the new things may be coming up. Over here it says Google says eBay is working to resolve privacy flaw. Okay, here we go. A day after we informed eBay and Google of the privacy breach involving eBay custom identities, a Google spokesman told e-commerce Bytes, when we learned about the issues, we took action immediately and stopped displaying all reviewer names from eBay. eBay is working closely with us to investigate and resolve it. Well, you know, they really that's another issue too. You got to be careful too with that, because there's too many little flaws. I think even sometimes with Google might have a little you know, problem with their algorithm too. Not that I'm saying these services, these big corporations, you know, they're not doing their job and stuff. They are to the best of their ability, but every now and then you're going to have something slip by, you know. But again, you could read this story here about this here, and you see what, you know, then you could follow up better on it. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Not that there's a whole bunch to read here, but then they have other stuff there. Of course, they always have the readers' comments. I like reading these. I like reading these here. Ebafia hasn't responded. I know the ghost of Jose Malibu, whatever, is now in charge. I'm not going to get into this here. You could read the you could read their response. I'm not going to get into read the comments. You could read all that stuff there, because it's kind of funny if you know my drift. You'll know what I'm talking about if you follow up on this here. And if you follow the site religiously like I do, some of the readers do bring out some good points. Over here it says Google masked customer names after alerted to eBay privacy breach. And this goes on a little to talk about what's going on here, so on and so forth. And you could read that as well. I'm not going to get into this. You know, again, this is, you know, it's a little too much. I mean, if I was to read all this stuff here, we'd be here for over an hour. So yeah, again, you could check onto that. You could check into this one as well. Moving along, this looks like an Etsy situation here. Let's see. Etsy confirms it gives new shops a boost in search. You know, I did register with Etsy, but I didn't really sell on them. And they are trying to, you know, help out the sellers in there. Then again, they're in competition with Amazon and eBay as well. But you know, they seem pretty good. They do have some helpful tips in there too, because I was reading something from Etsy where I think they have they have these emails I think they sent to me where you could read up on it, and they try to help you out with certain things. Like over here, example, it says over here, exposure and search is critical for online sellers, and Etsy sellers have expressed concern that the marketplace is favoring new shops in search results to detriment of more established sellers. Okay, you can read the rest of the story here. And right along here, if you read the story, if you're on the page, you could also read the e-commerce or EKG. They got the stories in here as well. Other stories that'll hyperlink you to another website. Here we have over here how eBay failed sellers during the holiday season. We noticed an unusual amount of chatter and sellers who said their sales have declined in October instead of rising with the start of the holiday shopping period, and we reported the problem on October 29th. It seems hardly coincidental that today eBay acknowledges it has failed to send marketing emails on behalf of eBay store owners since October 4th due to technical issues. You know, that's the problem. See, that's what bothered me. If I was a store owner, and I don't have a store, folks. I don't deal with the stores because I'm a small-time seller. I don't get into, I don't need a store where I got to pay monthly to eBay. I don't list thousands of items. Maybe in the near future, if I ever got that big, I probably would. But for the most part, I don't, use any of those programs. But I feel bad for the store owners, the people that do have that there, and they go through these technical issues with them. It's a problem, and I think it's an ongoing one because, again, if you want to find out more information about eBay, how they operate and stuff, just type in a Google search about these articles here, what I'm talking about. Like if you type this here, this topic right here in a Google search, you'll see what comes up. Okay. Next one going along, eBay seller no longer in control of returns. Now, I don't know if we've talked about this once before. I get mixed reviews on this here. eBay is now, here it says over here, dear Ina, eBay is now automatically approving returns without me knowing anything of it. One morning I'll start, it says over here, one morning I'll start eBay and it will be impossible for me to continue. The buyer redacted is returning and, all right, it says they didn't want to put the name, I guess, is returning per eBay's policy. This return has been automatically approved and we've asked the buyer to send the item back. After the buyer ships the items, we'll share the tracking information with you. I don't know how you guys feel about that, where eBay's going to kind of like, take over that they're in control of return. I don't really like that. Because for the simple reason is I'm the seller. Okay, I want to deal with them. I don't need a third party, coming in there and saying, okay, no, we'll police this here. We'll take care of it. That's like going to Walmart and you're buying something and somebody says, oh, no, another company that works with Walmart, whatever, saying, no, we're going to take care of the returns. You don't deal with Walmart. You're going to deal with us. I don't like the idea of that, okay? I like to do it myself. If you're buying from me, I want to handle it. I want to, where does that go in regards to this? Where does that take you with the feedback and stuff like that? How do you interact them? What's the sense of having a messaging system if you can't, follow suit on your own return policy? I mean, they're automatically going to take charge of that. I'm not crazy about that, folks. I don't know what you think about it. If you got any comments you want to leave, or you got you want to address this situation and share with the rest of us, please do. I don't want to get too much into it because I'm not too crazy about that. Moving right along, here we have eBay to acquire Terapeak to boost seller functionality. Now, with this here, eBay charges for everything. Now, I believe there is a Terapeak. You can use Terapeak right now. It's for free, I believe. But I think they have different tiers where it does cost money if you want certain things. I could be wrong. If I am, I apologize, folks. But yeah, when I heard about this, it was talked about on eBay Radio. They talked about that eBay is going to acquire Terapeak and to boost the seller functionality. We'll see how that goes. I'm not too fond of it. Like I said, Terapeak's okay. There is a problem though. I don't know if you guys are aware of it. You ever hear of oh man, what is that service? It's a service where AuctionNet. It's one of them there. It's down. I can't think of it offhand. I'd have to click it back on again there. And it's been down for, oh no, that's it, watchcount.com. Watchcount.com. I've been trying to get onto that service there, and I can't. I went to their Twitter site, and I said, is your site down? You having problems with it? Is it going to come back up? I'm not able to get onto it. watchcount.com. If you guys know anything about it, you want to share with the rest of us, please do. I've been trying to get on for days now. Can't get on it. I gave up on it, So, anyway, Amazon tells Christmas shoppers there's plenty of time to order presents. Okay. All right. Well, this came out December 13th. Like I said, it says Christmas Eve, only 11 days away. So, again, some of this here may be old news, which by days of, by a few days, more than a few days. But again, if you want to read up on this here, you could follow through with it as well. Okay. Moving right along, coming to a close here. I hope new Instagram feature can help marketers. I've been getting, I signed up with Instagram, folks, and I have been getting some people following me on there. It's pretty good. Can't complain. No complaints with them. I like them so far. We'll see how it goes. But if it could help marketers, if we could help us get our wares out there or items that we have for sale, why not? That's what I'm using it for. Hopefully it could boost some sales. I don't know. I got to work. I'm still working on it, but if it could help me out in any way, I'd really appreciate it. Okay, moving right along here. Birkenstock cites counterfeits as it exits Amazon. This here, fashion brand Birkenstock, whatever, will no longer sell through Amazon in Europe, citing counterfeits. It announced Monday that the shoemaker already exited Amazon's U.S. marketplace over similar concerns. Well, now eBay's got that thing there too now, where they can validate if you're selling pocketbooks and stuff like that. I think you send it in to them, and then they take it from there. I don't know. I'm sure there's a fee tapped onto it. I'm not interested. I don't sell label, brand, pocketbooks. I don't know. It's like a new thing they rolled out. You might want to check into that though. It's something with eBay authenticates it, and I think you got to do is send it to them, and then they have their, I guess, people that look at it to clarify and to make sure that the item that is a genuine item. If you're selling a Gucci pocketbook, to make sure it is a genuine Gucci pocketbook and not a knockoff. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, eBay fixes search glitch in Canada. Okay, so here we go for the people that sell in Canada. Here it is, fixes search glitch. That's why I said, again, eBay does have some bugs in its system. Again, with the ones that's showing up with 0 views, it just goes to show you they do have glitches going on in their system, and they really need to respond to that a lot sooner because, for example, I didn't know how long I didn't have any views. So, I am a small-time guy. I only have a little over 300 items. But when they're showing up with all zeros, no views, that's not making me money, what I'm saying? And I don't know how long it's been like that. Now, I do go on eBay every day, but I don't always sit there verbatim checking out views, although I have to start doing that more frequently now because I'm busy trying to get stuff out. But that's been, like I said, it's been an ongoing issue, and it dates back, folks. I believe 2013. I think it's 14, 15, even to now, to 2017. So check your views, check your view counts. Make sure your items are being viewed, because I don't know why they turned to 0. I have 2 pages. One whole page was all full of zeros for views, and then later on, I don't know, you sign back on again. And then they're all coming back again. I don't know what that's all about. Apparently, there must be updating the system or something of some sort. Over here, stamps.com, guarantee eBay, guarantee delivery. It's a guarantee eBay delivery. Well, I don't know about you guys. I don't use stamps.com. I use the eBay, their mailing service. I use with the U.S. Postal Service. I know they are affiliated with the eBay Postal Service. But I'd rather print my labels off of eBay. It's easier. It's cut and dry. The person makes the bid, the buyer makes the purchase there. You go there, you get your postage and everything. In other words, it's all in one house. I don't want to go to stamps.com, go to eBay. I'd rather do everything all in one website and not have to worry about bouncing back and forth. If you guys like stamps.com and you're happy with it, hey, stick with it. That's how I look at it. So let's see what else we got over here. Okay, Etsy reveals one of the best ways to get found in search. Again, Etsy says over here, Etsy told sellers one of the best ways to get found in search is to add relevant all relevant attributes to listings, which can be category specific. For example, in clothing, add sizes, garment, or in jewelry, add the length of the chain or necklace. eBay sellers know these as item specifics. So, like I said, see, Etsy keeps, they're trying to draw the business and trying to recruit more sellers such as myself there. It's just that I haven't been, able to do that just yet. Like I said, because right now I'm strictly, dedicated to eBay, but I am going to check into my options to see if I could do something with this here, because if I can make a little extra sales from here and eBay, I think I'd make me a happy camper, But check into it, guys. And here's another one. Okay, we don't have to, about the EKG report, so we're just going to skip on to that. Let's see here. And then again, we got this one here, a powerful way to find rare coins on eBay, and it'll go on there, and you could look up that. And let's see, I think we've got one last one here, right? I think this is the last one. Yeah. eBay buy it now. Okay, this is Bin Sniper. Find newly listed, buy it now on eBay. I'm not sure what this is here. Apparently, it's like, I guess it's like, it seems to me, I didn't read the whole thing. It seems like a sniper program that you could buy, at the last minute before the auction ends. If you're into auctions, this thing will probably give you a prompt saying, okay, hey, it's time to bid again or whatever. I don't deal with that. I had one of those a long time ago. If I really want something, folks, I just basically will hang out at the website there, on the eBay. If it's auction, if a bidding going on, a bidding war, I will just stay there and try to, do it that way. But anyway, guys, I'm going to call it wraps on this here, on this reseller news. If you guys have any comments or anything you want to share with me, I'd be more than happy to listen to what you have to say and share with the other YouTube people as well. But thanks again for stopping by and checking out this reseller news. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Take care now, and thanks again. Bye-bye now.